Where the hell am I? Can you guys hear me? Live? Yeah. I had a hard time getting everything loaded. So can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Good. Something was screwed up with my live this morning. I couldn't get it to work. And I didn't even know if it was still out there telling you guys that it was scheduled. Sorry about that. Let's see here. We have news at 10 again. Yeah, we have news at 10. Yeah, we have news at 10. What the hell's wrong with my chat here? Jesus. A little disshuffled this morning. Does anybody see that crossover in gold? It's crossed over, broke this pivot, came up, bam, bam, down for $1,000. I'll bet you Jim got that if he was awake. I got it. That rotation right there. Bing, bing, because price started moving. This was a bunch of garbage up here. Holy cow. It kept showing signs that it wanted to go north of the prior day high, but man, they kept pushing it back down. Shit. Shit. Yeah, that's not a 1 minute gold line in the ES, in my opinion, because it's already beaten on that gold line once. If you look right here, it crossed over, beat on it really bad here, then went down and then back up. I mean, it might work. A lot of reasons it would work, to be honest with you. Oh, shit. Crap. Man, it's cold here. Cold and crappy. I haven't gotten any notification that they're not going to set my house. I had a house that was supposed to be delivered and set today. Nobody has told me we're not doing it, so I'm assuming they're still doing it. Sometimes when the weather gets a little cruddy looking outside, they won't do it because they won't open up the house. They have to open the house up to pick it up with the crane and put it on the foundation. Wow. The coffee's strong. Looks like that ES might work. But gold was a sloppy turd this morning. Look at that. You just got to wait and wait and wait for it to start doing something. Kept bouncing off the mid band of the opening range. See that? Down to the mid band, up. Down to the mid band, up. Down to the mid band, up. Just mind-blowing for me to wake up every other day, open up the gold chart and see the new and improved price. I mean, damn, freaking thing is up to 46.50 now. It's just it's just insane. So I saw a silver chart that said it hit $112, I think. Yeah, man, that W and that M pattern, man, is honestly, if you have the patience, if you have the patience to sit and wait, Gene, to make your money, if you have the patience to wait, that is the bomber setup. You just run the risk that the initial rejection is going to run off and not give you a setup. You know what I'm saying? But when it does that pattern, man, I am telling you, because you got to understand the mindset of the algos. That's why that M pattern and that W pattern work so well. The mindset is, here's the rejection point, be it the 5-minute red line or the static line. Price runs away from it because it gets rejected. And the algos reverse it deliberately to clean out those stops. And then they reverse it again. And you're catching that second leg because it's that second leg that that the algos are committed. And you are now on the back of the shark. And you can take that shark to your target. But you got to be patient as hell to wait for that whole scenario to happen. Because again, it doesn't happen every time. Sometimes the rejection rejects. And, and the trade runs off without you. And then, of course, sometimes you get these type here. Let me show it to you. That frustrate me because, I mean, we had this big rundown. Price goes up, price goes down, and price is starting to go back up. But it's coming from a lower high. I don't like to delve into these until price breaks this pivot, comes and sits on my gold line. Then I'll pay attention to them. When there's no, so for example, there's a couple reasons why I don't necessarily like this. One is this end broke lower than this end on the reversal. The second is on my chart, doesn't make me right, make everybody else wrong, whatever. But on my chart, I don't have this as a support line. There's no static line there. There's no 5-minute red line sitting there. There's no nothing. Does that mean that there isn't some support line there, some pivot point, some stuff like that? No, it doesn't mean that. And I could sit here like some charts you guys have probably seen in the past with other traders. I could sit here and put put some fucking lines all over this chart if you want. Oh, Wednesday of last week, this was the low of the day. Let's put that line there. Thursday of 3 weeks ago, this was the high. Let's put a line there. I mean, it gets to a point where the chart starts to look like spaghetti. And I'm trying to make the charts as clean as possible because even with the limited number of lines we have and the limited number of moving averages we have, we still find significant quality trades to take daily. And it doesn't take 50 freaking trades to make money. It only takes one or two. There, I got a rant off my chest. Sorry. Sometimes I have to rant. Hey, yeah, and let's put 6 fucking oscillators on the chart to conflict with what I'm seeing. Oh, and don't forget a volume indicator, because when volume spikes, we need to start looking for a trade. Dude, I can tell you when volume spikes. Look at the freaking candles. Do you see that volume spiked here? Come on. I don't need an indicator on the bottom of my chart telling me that volume spiked. Just read the chart. Now, who's looking at the RTY crossover potential long shit? Is anybody looking at that? Damn it. All right, I'm in it. Doesn't mean I'm going to do anything with it, but I'm in it. We crossed over, sat on top of the lines, retest. I'm going to see if we can get along here, see if I can get along here. Come on. Excuse me. Come on, RTY. What the hell? Oh, shit. We had news in 3 minutes. I forgot all about that. So I get so excited about talking about these damn. Come on, go, 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 go. Just get me out of this so I can go to even. Come on, RTY. Come on. Just get me out of this so I can go to even and then. Yeah, I'm out. I forgot all about that news. Yeah. I get so excited talking about these stupid charts and these lines. I wasn't paying attention. News. I can take that small loss. I can take that small loss because I've had a big win today. I had a big win today, for those of you wondering. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. News. My mistake. My mistake. Pattern-wise, that was absolutely beautiful. It blew through the pivots, came back out on those. I mean, pattern-wise, this was a beast. But I completely forgot about the news. Morning, Jim. It was what? Did you see? You see where I'm at today, David? It was a small loss. It was a small loss. Jim, did you just start trading? Because man, there was a trade set up for you this morning. Oh my God. I even came on this morning and said you must have taken it. And this beautiful crossover in gold, retest, bam, bam. I hit that thing. I hit that thing all the way. All right. Well, that's all right. You've got enough money in the bank. You can sleep in. You got enough money in the bank. You can sleep in. All right. Well, that news obviously had some movement. How you doing, HD? You're in a short with GC right now? Okay. Yeah, this one right here, man. That was, I mean, God dang, broke all these pivots to the left, slammed down, ran right up into the gold line, wham, and then ran out of the bottom of the box for the 15-minute opening range. Just, I was afraid it was going to boomerang back up when it came down here. Went through the box, and then that was it. All over. It was all over but the crying. Beautiful, beautiful hammer candle. I mean, just lovely trade. Lovely trade. All right. All right, let's see here. I think we have, we have the prior days open below us here. So I'm going to pay attention to see if there's something we can look for here. I definitely are not going to look for an initial rejection to the long side. If anything, I'll be looking for a W pattern. Bob, why is that? Well, because we ran down here and didn't go here the first time and then rolled up. So I want some confirmation that this is a trade. Okay, Bob, that makes sense. All right, there you go. It's like what, 2 ticks from it? Or did you sell out your 5 contracts and it stopped? There you go. Good job, Jim. Good job. See, I guess you could have slept in. Damn it. I feel like I slept in. I'm tired. I got a long drive ahead of me as soon as we close this up. Why is my line there? I thought I fixed that. Jesus. Man, I'm telling you, I like this indicator, but I swear every time I put the settings on it, it just doesn't, it like changes in reference to where it is. Gee, see, it's barely. All right. All right, I'm paying attention. If I get an inside candle here, I might take it long. I'm hoping it goes down more. Okay. And then I'd like to see it roll up to about here and then come back down and then take a long. That's what I'm hoping for. Nadine, I have days like that all the time. Oh, man, you got me, Jim. You got me by $2,000. No, you got me by, God, I'm brain dead, 1,700. You'll have me by a lot more than that, I'm sure, here soon. But you got me by 1,700 right now. Excuse me. All right, so all news is over. Let me get a good look at my charts. Crap. So there are no static lines in the NQ because we're down below the prior day low. So we need to look for moving averages only. I would really like this to come back down now. I mean, this is not that's not a high rejection. I would have preferred a bigger one. I'd prefer you to go up to here and then reject down. Come on, gold. What are you doing to me? Oh boy, Farfignugan. Not much of a rejection, but if we can hold that pivot to the left in gold, I'm going to take the break of this candle long, as long as it stays down here. Just so, what are you running away for? You freaking garbage. Forget it. Yeah, I hit a beautiful trade in gold this morning, Ryan. That was the main one. I hit an NQ trade too, but I really hit a beautiful trade in gold. Yeah, this setup just screwed up for me. I want more, come on, gold. Why did you do this to me? You were supposed to go up, down, then up. You did go, technically, you went up, down, and up. But, I mean, technically, that's what it did, but not the way I want it. All right, I really need the NQ to start resetting to give us something. The RTY is stuck in the overnight open area, so I don't like that. YM is, I don't know what YM is doing here. YM is also below all its static lines as of right now. Interesting. Yes, the evil twins, you'll notice that they match each other. To be honest with you, when the light bulb went off in my head that the NQ and the ES match each other, it made a lot of the stupidity that I see in the NQ make a lot more sense to me. Because just because they match each other doesn't mean that each is in the same place in terms of trending. Just because the candles match doesn't mean that they're all in sequence with resistance and support and that kind of stuff. And it just made the picture so much clearer for me. That was like a beautiful epiphany. It has made my ES trading more profitable. I mean, my NQ trading more profitable. Why the hell am I saying ES? It's made my NQ trading more profitable. By far, recognizing that if the ES, for example, is about to run into resistance, but the NQ has a long setup, then I want to stay out of it. I haven't. PF. Excuse me, and I'm going to swear. That's the fucking trade I took in gold today for $2,500. For $2,500 was the 1 minute gold line. That was the trade I took. That was the trade I took, man. The 1 minute gold line. This is exactly the trade I took. I haven't ventured away from shit. Right now, the NQ and ES are stuck. They're just not doing shit. And actually, the YM and RTY are in the same situation. So what I'm going to do is, oh crap, and it's after 10 o'clock. I'm going to sit here and stare at gold, I guess. God dang it. Okay. All right. Equities are starting to move now. Don't know why. They all just kind of went a little crazy here. This is good. We need them to move. We need them to get going. No problem, Fish Atlantic. By the way, where do you fish? Yeah. Trader Joe, you mean it looks like it was written with a crayon? uh, yeah, it does look like it was written with a crayon. Now, there's an example where, the damn things can still work if the leg is lower than the other leg, but I didn't take it. Coastal North Carolina, yeah. So like Oregon Inlet, that kind of stuff. I I used to go down to out Hatteras Point quite often. I haven't done that in a few years. It's just gotten so freaking crowded down there. I used to go out there when, it was me and 6 other people and we're drinking beer and fishing all night. Now you go out there and it's a freaking zoo. Yeah. Yeah, I see that, Jim. Shit, I should have taken that. What the hell was I thinking? I should have taken that. I should have taken that. It's the first time it touched, too. Damn it. I should have taken this. No, maybe not. I got arrested one time out at Hatteras Point. Yeah, probably about 20 years ago or so. Probably a good 20 years ago. I Ryan A. I don't mind going over to Ocracoke and fishing too. That's not bad. Just it's an extra. It's an extra. I'll tell you that story here in a second, JP. It's an extra little trip, but it's definitely less busy. The thing about Ocracoke, man, is when you fish off the shore there, that water drops off. All right. So one time I was fishing out at Hatteras Peninsula, and Fish Atlantic probably knows this. Maybe a lot of you don't, but it is literally a peninsula out where the there's a channel there, and the fishing's really good for red drum and stuff like that. But anyways, there are dunes that kind of hold the island together and that kind of the peninsula together. And the tide came in, and I got stuck and couldn't get out of there. So, and it was nighttime, and I had this old guy with me from the mafia. No shit, I'm literally from the mafia with me, and somebody I knew from South Carolina that I took out there fishing, and he was not feeling good. Like, he was literally not feeling good. And he kept complaining that he's got to get back to the hotel for his heart medicine, this kind of shit. So I said, all right, get in the truck, let's go. And I shot through the dunes. And I mean, I'm talking wheels spinning, freaking flew that thing over the dunes into the trail, because I couldn't get down the beach anymore because the beach was gone, because the tide was high. And I mean, the police sit there on purpose. As soon as I shot over the other side of the dune, the police are sitting there to arrest you for driving through the dunes. And so long story short, I'm like, dude, I've got to take this guy to the, to his hotel, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Wildlife officials. Exactly. Exactly. The wildlife officials. And of course, the guy wants to freaking search my vehicle and blah, 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 and there may have been a few things in there we didn't need him to see. And he sits there going through all my shit and stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, I gotta go. So he writes me a ticket for driving through the dunes and lets me go. And I just paid the next day, I just paid the ticket online. Well, I completely forgot about it. Fast forward a month later, my wife gets my credit card bill, and she sees a charge on there for like $350 or something with some township out at the coast, the county. And so she calls down there, thinking that I had a bad charge. She doesn't ask me. And so the person gets on the phone and they look it up and they said, ma'am, do you have a husband by the name of Robert Anderson? She goes, yeah. He goes, well, he got arrested on, and she gives him the date. I came home from work. Explain to me what you got arrested for, because they wouldn't tell her. Got arrested for driving on the fucking dunes. Yeah, fish and wildlife is all over that area, man. Fish and wildlife is all over that area. They really are. Shit, man. Do we have it? Let me see here. Damn it. I get all excited and telling stupid stories. There might have been a setup right here. We went all the way down again. It's just, it's like RTY wants to go long, but nobody else does, it looks like. ES is just ran into the 5-minute red line and is rolling over. NQ is below the 5-minute red line. Let's see if we get a W pattern. Let's look for a W pattern right here in the RTY. Yeah, that's what I'm going to look for. That is exactly what I'm going to look for. So I'm going to put my order in right here. Hold right here. Hold here. Yep, there you go. And let's go. I don't have a timer on here. Here's 3, 2, 1. All right. Come on. Here we go. We might have a W pattern setting up in the RTY. I don't know if we're going to go anywhere if we get it. Man, we are a long ways from anywhere. Come on. All right, let's go. Come on, W pattern. Let's go. I'm going to block. I'm going to defend the bottom of that candle. Need to break this pivot right here. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on, RTY. Let's go. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. There you go. That's what life's all about. It's about making money. Let's go. Run, Forrest, run. All right, here we go. Come on now. Now we broke this pivot, so that means it may come back and test this gold line, which I really don't want it to do. I just want it to go. I just want it to go. I don't want to have to work at this trade. Come on. Ah. Come on. Come on, Forrest. Come on. You got it. You got it. Come on, YM. Would you start helping? There we go. There we go. Come on. Let's go. All right, I'm going to. Come on. Come on. I am still defending the bottom of this candle down here. We haven't gone anywhere yet. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the rejection. They came back, cleaned out the stops. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Jesus. I just can't win for losing. Come on. That YM is just pissing me off. It's the reason we're not going anywhere. All right, I'm not going to let it blow that line right there. Come on. Come on. Come on. YM, would you move? All right, let's go. Come on. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Remember, the 9 is your friend. The 9 is your friend. Go. Come on. The fucking YM is stuck. I'm just going to scream at the top of my lungs. Go, YM. It's what's holding us up. I don't want to drag it down here and show it to you, but I'm just trust me. It's the YM is what's holding us up right now. Come on. Oh, there you go. There you go. The YM finally broke it. Jesus. Wow, we should be going now. Come on. Why are we not moving? Come on. Why are we not moving? You are pissing me off. Oh my God. Has anybody seen anything more painful than this in their life? The battle that it takes sometimes. The battle that, come on. Seriously. Excuse me. Oh, no. Come on. That's not good. Yep, I'm out. Fuck. A minimum stop or a medium maximum stop? Or do you mean of sitting here watching it? What do you mean? Well, at least you didn't lose money there, Nadine. That freaking, so here's the YM. This is why I took that trade. Came down, it's sitting on top of the prior day low, and look at it, it's trying, and it broke its pivot to the left. See that? And so, bam, this one broke its pivot. Let's go. And this freaking thing kept rolling over, even though this was trying to go long. And that's what happened. That's what happened. That freaking YM, man. Come on. I knew the YM had to go, or the NQ or the RTY wasn't going to go with it. Wasn't going to go without it, I should say. Oh, man. Jesus fucking shit. Did you take this red line, Jim? God dang it. Staring at the RTY, and I completely. Okay, yeah. I completely missed it because I was fucking around in an RTY trade that just didn't go. I cannot believe that RTY trade just. I mean, I'm frustrated right now. So, the RTY was above the prior day close and above the overnight open. It's trying to go long. Whereas the YM, the ES, and the NQ are all short of their opens. And so it was, again, that's partially my fault because I'm trying to make the RTY the Lone Ranger in the crowd. and it just wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't going to happen. Fuck. It's my fault. My fault. So we had a little crossover retest here to the short side. I might partake in this to the downside. Oh shit. Hold on, I'm not paying attention. There we go. Come on. Go. Go. There you go. Now go. Give me my RTY money back and then some. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Run, 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 run. Run, Forrest. All right. Let's keep going. I am going to go to this pivot right here. Come on. Come on. Right there. Come on. Right to that pivot. Come on. Come on. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? I front run it too much. Come on. Right to that pivot. Come on. There we go. All right. See this pivot right here? That's what I was targeting, and then it rolled up from there. My mistake was I put it right at the pivot. Bob, how did you know where it was going to rotate from? Years of staring at charts, my friends. Years of staring at charts. Years of staring at charts. All right, Nadine. Excellent. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, Jim, you should have a bigger exit than me, because you got in up where the whole thing started. Totally agree with that, my friend. All right, Edwin. All right, Edwin. Look at how Bob found the bottom. Look at how Bob found the bottom. Now it's going to continue, but I knew where the micro bottom was. You got your money now, Jim. Yeah, you got your money now, didn't you? Yeah, you got your money. Good job, Edwin. Good job. The NQs should be rolling over here. I don't know if anybody took that trade short right there. Yeah, man, I missed that one. So it broke this pivot, crossed over, hit the 1 minute. You had an inside candle here, and then, there's your short potential there. It needs to get moving. Come on, NQ, move. Move, NQ, move. Wow. So RTY has now blown through its prior day low. So now it is in agreement with everybody else. It is in agreement with everybody else to the downside. Interesting. Just recent pivots, man. I just look. My settings on that Donchian channel is 60 minutes. I personally look at the pivots that I see to my left that were significant, where something significant happened. Oh, why am I doing that? So, like, for example, on gold, I saw we rotated back down pretty significantly from here. So when I took this short, I made that my target. I was in 2 contracts and this was 40 some ticks. So, I mean, I'm like, okay. And it wasn't screaming. I'm like, okay, let me just make that my target. Because remember the old adage, support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support. This was a significant break because it broke this here. So this went from here to here and broke this. So the fact that they rolled up and retested it again, retested the top of it, that shouldn't be surprising. And as a matter of fact, apparently that's where they're going to reverse it. Yeah, the RTY did not make a low of the day. You're right, Ryan. But what makes me want this trade versus some of these others? I mean, it was just the deliberateness of how this move went, from here to here to here. It's like when it's the rubber band, is you pulling it and you're stretching it and you're pulling it and you're stretching it. That's where you get the bigger reactions than just the meandering. I'll be damned if gold did not rotate back up from there. That is truly interesting. That is truly interesting that it rotated back up from that spot, from that zone. That is truly interesting. That really is. Looks to me like they're trying to go from line to line again, just like they went line to line here. That's what it looks like they're doing. It's exactly what it looks like they're doing. So they came up, respected the 5 red line, rolled back down to the pivot, the push down pivot, used it as support. Now they're rolling it back up. That is interesting. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. All right, HD. I have a hard time reading English. Then you turn around and throw that at me. Oh, shit. Oh, are we getting a 5-minute gold line in NQ? Shit, we might be. I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, we might be getting that. That might rotate back down to here. We blew inside it. We're sitting at it. And that may be the short. Short at 10. Short at 10. He took the break of this pivot right here, Bruce. When it fails one direction, he'll take the break the other way. He does that because he has a lot of capital to take the trades on. It's not something I sit here. So like this rolled up, sat on top, and went up. But when this breaks at the bottom, because they never really were going to take it long, and this pivot right here, it's all understanding that this pivot right here got defended, which was the push down for the roll up, and it failed, and that's what ran it right down to here. So the key is recognizing that this rotation right here was not pierced. It's higher level stuff that Mark Cox. Damn it. Now I got realtors calling me, Jim. Yes, Bruce, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I got a funny story about realtors, It goes like this. My son is in the mortgage business. I taught him this a long time ago. But basically, it's like this. Realtors, all, and when I use the word all, I mean generalization, but so 90% of all realtors do exactly the same thing. They call, and the first part of the conversation is to pretend that they care about their consumer, pretend that they're willing to help whatever might be holding up the closing or whatever. They pretend these things. Because even when you say, well, yeah, if you can do this for me, they go, well, all you need to do is this. Like they just tell you what the fuck to do. They don't ever help. And then every conversation ends the same. So when do you think we're going to close? I.e., when am I going to get paid? The whole purpose of the conversation was to pretend they were calling about something, when the reality of it is they only get to the real point at the end of the conversation. Every one of them is the same way. They are the most insincere people in the world. They might as well be politicians. I have more used car salesman friends than I have realtor friends. So, Gene, you take that as you want. Oh, my God. And my wife is a realtor. My wife's a realtor. Mm-hmm. By the way, that I didn't take it. I didn't take it, but it did it. So see, you had your crossover. The 1 minute gold line failed. Of course, it's after 10:30. Not a big fan of those necessarily at 10:30. Came up, hit the 5 minute gold line, and then bam, there you go. I mean, that was a beautiful 5 minute gold line. I didn't take it. Yeah, that freaking NQ trade would have been beautiful. That NQ trade would have been beautiful. Yeah, well, it's why when I was in the mortgage business, my business source was 90+% builders, 10% realtors, because I would weed out the realtors that I could even handle to deal with. I was very fortunate when I was in the mortgage business. I was very successful, so I didn't have to be everybody's. I didn't have to be everybody's mortgage person. I could pick and choose who I did mortgages for in terms of business sources. I was very fortunate. It's not really, it's very hard to do nowadays. I can tell you that. Mark Cox. This is a realtor still calling me again. Come on, man. That's what I got voicemail for. I have a listing with this realtor to sell a house. That's probably why he's calling me. I'm sure that's why he's calling me. Man, that NQ trade was a bomb, man. What a bomb. Shit, Bob. Broke this pivot, rotated up, bam, bam. Boy, what a dolt I am for missing that. I swear. I sat here and even said it. I just didn't take it. I mean, I'm really a dullard. I should have hit that. Jesus. What a beautiful trade. All the way. I mean, I would have played it back to the low, but I mean, it's still collapsing, man. And like I said earlier, the only trades you're going to get in the NQ today are going to be moving average trades because we're outside the static lines. And like a freaking idiot, I didn't take the trade. Jesus, Bob. That's all right. At least you took it, Ralph. At least you took it. You either use my voicemail or you don't get called back, Nick. I mean, that was a beautiful NQ setup, man. Wow. Yeah, I completely screwed the pooch on that one. I mean, I said it out loud. I just didn't personally take it. I didn't personally take it. Then the interesting part, holy crap. God dang. Did anybody see this? Well, let me show you why this trade is even better now. Okay. You know why this trade is even better? Look at this. So the ES, had these up moves, and then wham, down it goes. New low, new recent low, bam, 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 bam. Can you get any more smooth than that? Then bam, there's your entry. Fuck, in the ES. God dang, I swear if I'd have seen this, I don't know why I didn't look. I just didn't look. If I'd have seen this, bam, I would have taken this. I just blanked out. Oh, God, fuck. Yeah, that was a beautiful setup. If you were looking at the ES, it was a classic 1 minute gold line setup at the same time that the NQ, which is a lot more herky jerky, went and reached for the 5 minute gold line, and then bam. Well, notice, Rick, I didn't say I was going to take the ES. Notice I didn't say I was going to take the ES. Okay. But they were in agreement, is my point. Meaning, like, there was definitely a setup that the ES was going to force price south at the same time that the NQ found a stronger moving average to reject a moving average that we would use after 1030. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? You took the ES, Joey? Man, good for you. Good for you. It was, I mean, God dang. That was, let me see here. 1, 2, 5, 6 candles in a row that the low was higher than the one to the left. That's a beautiful pullback. For the ES, that is a beautiful pullback. I mean, that really is. That is a beautiful pullback. We might have a big, huge W setting up in the RTY. Let me pull that up here. Hold on. Big W. So we had this run down here, run up, and then down. It's kind of sloppy. It's off the prior day low. But this low is here, and this low is here. Man, I just might be willing to do this. Man, my phone is just blowing up. Now I got a mortgage person texting me to ask me a question. I've been out of the mortgage business since 2014, I think, and I still get mortgage people calling me with mortgage questions. Hand to God. That's what that text is about. I have an oddball question from Blaine. Give me a call when you get a second. It'll be a mortgage question. I didn't take this. Man, what a sissy I am. Even after sitting here talking about it. Look at that. So does everybody see the big W here? Nice, smooth. The pullback wasn't as deliberate, but boy, it got pretty smooth here. And then boom, there it is. What a big sissy I am. What a big sissy. What a big sissy. The interesting thing to see is if this rotation goes all the way through that top. I'm going to be just beside myself if it does that. Right now, it's already up 40 ticks. Yep, 40 ticks from the entry. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Quit touching your fucking phone, Bob. That just cost you money. Look at that. An inside candle, too. I don't understand your question. Where did it start from? Not near the red line? Where did what start from? Look at that. Look at this. So I'm going to observe this for a while, just to see the power of this freaking trade. See if we break this top here. Good job, Bruce. So you took that trade? All right, good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, fuck, Jesus, man. God dang it. I got to take my phone and throw it in the freaking ocean. That just cost me about $500. I would at least have taken it back to here. Are you still in, Nadine? Is that what you're trying to tell me? $625 for Nadine? All right. All right. Holy shit. All right. Damn. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It needs to break this pivot right here, in my mind, before it rolls back to this 9. It's in trouble here because it's right at the open. But that would have been a great trade. That would have been a great trade, man. Look at these green lines, man. Bam, bam, bam. Inside candle. What the? Big, huge W pattern. Look at the deliberateness, rotation, give it up, roll back. Come on, man. Shit. Great job, Nadine. Absolutely. I created a beast. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to tell you something. I wouldn't be surprised if a woman, I'm not trying to be sexist here, so don't take that way. I wouldn't be surprised if a woman takes what it is that I show on here and does a better job at it than even Jim. And what I mean by that is just because, the reality of it is it takes patience to set up the right trades, like this damn thing right here. Like that stupid NQ trade right there in conjunction with what's going on in the ES. And then bam, they can make money. It's all about the setups. It's all about the setups. So this trade, so we broke the pivot to the left here. Let's ignore the prior day open for a minute. We broke the pivot to the left here. Notice we did it by a tick. Amazing. Now what it's going to do is it's going to look for support to then push it back up. That's what should happen here. Because pattern-wise, we broke that pivot right there. And it did it by a damn tick. Nobody should have a shocked look on their face by that. You should all expect that by now. It's going to be very interesting to see if this thing rotates back up to here ultimately. It's really going to be interesting because to do that, it's got to blow through all these lines. That'll be really interesting. You called your husband on the roof. Tell him that in about 6 months, maybe a year, he might be able to stay off the roof. You start printing money like Jim, he'll be able to stay off the roof. Jim's got to be up 10 grand a day. Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah, he's a GC in Boston. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Jim's up. I'm sure Jim's up 10 grand. He's probably already gone. I say that because my realtor comment he didn't respond to. Jim and I have a lot of the same opinion about realtors. He's in the mortgage business. Jim's still in the mortgage business. Oh my God. All right, so we touched the gold line here. I don't know if it's going to have enough energy to throw it back up. Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, going back to your comment there, Ralph. Yeah, it's their DNA. I just think that I really think that if a female sits down and studies the patterns I'm talking about, that they'll do a better job. It's just like when I was a CPA, working for Deloitte. At the end of the day, it was the consulting side of it. It was the moving part side of it that made me really good in that business for in that function for that company. But at the end of the day, it was the females that worked for the company that were much better at producing, the consistent product that Deloitte needed, because women make better. I don't give a shit. Women make better accountants than men do. Period. They do. They're just much better at details. They're much better at, being consistent, that kind of stuff. And that's what this is about. It's about details, consistency, patience. I mean, god dang, beautiful, big, huge W, inside candle, wham, there you go. And all you got to do is see one of those a day, and bam, you're done. Yeah. And men have a tendency to want to fight the system and invent a different way of doing shit. And men are, I notice it on my side of the table with people when I converse with a female in my emails or whatever. They're asking for details. Men want to tell me what they think that I should do. What they think I should change in my strategy. What? Fucking Jesus Christ, man. Show me your P&L and maybe, and then let's talk. I mean, fuck. That's what men do. Men want to tell me what I should do differently. Women want me to tell them how to do what it is I'm doing. More fun than that. That's funny. Man, I have run my balance up. I'm going to have to take a draw. You see that in the insurance field? Yeah, anything detail oriented, that takes consistency and that kind of stuff, women are always better at. And Nadine's going to prove me right. She's going to be one of my test patients to prove me right, and I'm excited about it. I am excited about it. I'm excited. I hope she continues in the direction she's going right now. I really do. I mean, I sincerely mean that. All right, my phone is just literally blowing up. Now my construction manager's texting me about this freaking house they're trying to set. I'm going to have to cut this short. I hope everybody made some kind of money. I do know some people took some trades I didn't, which was great, and made some money. Yeah. Just remember, rinse, wash, repeat. Keep your losses small and your winners big, and you'll be on the right side of the P&L at the end of the day. Yeah, you're one of my female test traders, Nadine. There's very few females that do this. Very few. I think my female following on YouTube is like 3%. It's just, but I think females would be better at this than men. Good job, Rick. Good job, Gene. Yeah, see you, Edwin. Yeah, keep it simple, man. It's like if you guys just see what it is that I show every day, it's really, I mean, sometimes the pivots can get a little confusing. I get that. Okay, I get it. But yeah, it is. It's you, Amelia, and it's Nadine. That's pretty much probably true. But I mean, I get it. Sometimes the pivots can get a little confusing, and some of the stuff that Jim's doing can get confusing. Don't focus on what Jim's doing until you become consistent with the things that you can do right now. And then down the road, I'll expand your horizons on what Jim's doing or what I tend to do sometimes. Like, how did I know to get out of that gold trade? Where was it? How did I know to get out of that gold trade right here? Okay, things like, and look at it. Bing, 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 bing. I mean, it's how did I know to get out of that gold trade right there? Stuff like that. We can get to that later. All right. Everybody have a good, but I don't want to overwhelm my people. All right. Everybody have a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.